to the downswing. But synchronization and the ability to get your arms and body moving together, that's a different exercise. That's a different discussion. The one thing that will help synchronize, watch Jordan Spieth's right foot. When he swings a golf club, his arms always come back in front of him because he keeps his right heel down a long time. That's one of his components to consistency. So if you're jumping off your right side too quick, see, that's a great shoulder turn. Unbelievable shoulder turn. See the right heel come way up quick? But, you know, the major thing here, Ryan, is like most kids, you're still growing. You got tremendous flexibility. You store energy good here. Yeah, the left leg needs to start to brace and post up a little bit, but really it's really not that bad. I mean, the head dropping down into the right, those are things we got to work on, keeping your posture. So you got a lot of drop in your head there. The left elbow disconnects. Look at the left elbow there. That's a problem. It looks a little bit like Jordan Spieth, but I like to see the left arm connected and not bent. I like to see that extension. So I like to see hit some punch shots, just keeping the arms against the chest. Remember, this premise is you want the center of your chest and the hands to work together with the belt buckle. And then this right foot, you want it to roll in, which you're doing pretty good. But that bending of the arm, there's a couple guys on tour that do that. Lee Westwood. So Jordan Spieth bends his left elbow slightly at impact. So I think it's a head problem, my friend. I think your head's moving too much. So you're going to work on hitting balls with your very still head. Put something like stand on a door jamb, like that door jamb. Put your forehead on the door jamb. Practice turning back and through at home. I think your stance is a bit too wide. I want the heels to line up with the shoulders. See how the left heel is not in line with the left shoulder? It's too wide. Look more at Schwartzel here on the right. Stance is more biomechanically correct. You want your ankles to line up with your shoulders. Alright, so we're going to keep the club a little more in front of you. What does that mean? Maximize the distance your hands are from the center of your body. Your arms collapse inward a little bit. Take your setup. We're going to shorten your back so we can keep the club more in front of you. See how the club is way behind your head there? Okay, look where his club is at the top, and this is most tour players. You have some space between your hands and the head. See how his hands don't get way behind him? That'll keep the club more in front of you, and like your dad was saying, you get the club behind you and you hit the big push or the hook. Does that make sense? We're going to shorten that swing up a little bit, a little more compact. Watch how tight this is. See how it's a little shorter and more in front of him. Swing gets a little long. I'd like you to stop about right here, bud. See that? Yeah. Now, don't go to the golf course thinking about this. You just have to practice it. Go to the course doing what I show you with the mental part. Picture the shot. Play the shot. So, yeah, I think your head's moving off the ball too much on the backswing, and you're getting a little long there. And then you're dropping underneath a little too much. Your head drops back and down. And that'll cause some inconsistency. Watch Justin Johnson here. Now he has an unorthodox swing in some regard, but he's He's not moving his head as much. See how his head stays relatively still there? Alright, so work on that steady head. Shortening up the swing a little bit. Right here's your goal. You want to stop right there. Everything looks good though. A little bit too wide with your stance. Look at Dustin Johnson. See how his stance isn't quite as wide as yours? His ankles are more in line with his hips and more in line with his shoulders. See that? Look at Jason Duffner. Watch how simple this golf swing is. This is why he's a good ball striker. He's a terrible putter. He'll be the first to admit it. But watch this. See where he is? No, not a lot going on there, is there? So, yeah, I mean, that's what I would work on. The other thing is, work the golf ball. Your head is too far behind the ball here, Ryan. Look where, if I draw a line on his left ear, straight down, he's a little behind the ball. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, no, I'm wrong. Never mind. You two are about the same. So, he's got the left shoulder going down a little bit more. Swing is a little more compact, a little more in front of him. There's some distance between his hands and his head here. You can see that. So we're going to cut down that motion. Grip looks good, yours. Right there is where you want to finish. All that extra stuff makes it hard to time. Here you got your lower body too far out in front of your upper body there. Watch what he does here. Watch how his arms get back in front of his body. See how the elbow gets in front of the body? His hips haven't begun to spun out of the way that fast. See, so you're way out in front of it with your lower half. That's what your dad was saying before. So a little less spinning with the hips. Again, you can hit balls with a quiet right heel. After the ball's gone, let that heel come up. The heel's going to stay down at impact. His heel's not down, but it's not up very much. The driver, it's hard to keep the heel down, but if you're spinning too fast, you want to keep that right heel. Don't jump off the right side so quickly.